Well, hello YouTube, it's me, Fortmaster, and I'm doing another reaction to a game trailer because it's been one that I've been looking forward to for such a long time. Frostpunk 2 official gameplay trailer. Oh god, I not only loved Frostpunk, but I loved the world where the world kind of went off in this like, well, obviously steampunk sort of way, but then how it has to deal with, you know, not basically, an ice age, and how you have to like manage your settlement and keep, you know, the survival of the city versus, you know, not being like an authoritarian monster, basically. And I did Let's Play on my channel years ago now, but the thing was, I can't remember how, but I failed, even though I had beaten the game like once before, but never, you know what, who cares. But yeah, Frostpunk 2 is officially on its way. You know that when it's released, I'm going to be doing a series based on it. From what I know obviously that like technology is advancing. They're going to be moving on to like oil burning instead of just coal burning now. But also, there are going to be certain things like, there's going to be a lot more, like the internal politics of the city are going to be more, I think if I remember correctly, I think the internal politics of this game are going to be much more like human rights based, rather than in the first game where it was much more just pure survival based. And I think instead of like placing just individual buildings now, you're placing like small districts or something. At least that's what I think. And then you also have to like deal with like your own version of parliament. This is all the stuff I've heard. So I am very excited to see what the actual gameplay of the game is actually going to look like. Yeah, I remember screenshots. Like, I don't think temperature is going to be as big of a deal, but you know, it's Frostpunk. It's still going to be an issue. So yeah, with all that out of the way, original video is linked in the description if you haven't seen it for some reason. Corner video will lead to my Let's Play of the day, and, hey, you know what, for old time's sake, I'll also link my old Frostpunk playthrough. Who knows? But yeah, with all that out of the way, let's get this thing started then, shall we? In the smallest state thrive, by disorder the greatest are destroyed.
Honorable Steward.
Steward. Oh.
Mighty Steward.
Steward, is that what you're being called now?
Steward.
Do you hear us?
Steward, are you listening? Steward? The great storm wiped the world clean.
Let's take it back.
But how?
Take the world back.
Our path.
Steward.
Oh yeah, here we are.
Build us a better home.
A home for everyone. Steward, we still lack so many things.
People are starving.
More people.
Of course they always
more
are.
Mouths to feed. They treat us like animals, left to suffocate. We need a place to work.
Who else will feed our families?
Steward.
Oh, the smoke of industry.
Where are the homes you've promised?
Can we all receive equal rations?
Hospitals are not a place for experiments. Free education for our children.
Secure and stable growth. City for the citizens.
Steward, hear your people.
We want a say in our
Lots of angry people.
The time of tyranny has ended.
Our delegates will make sure of that.
Let them vote.
Yes. Vote.
Steward.
Do you hear us?
Steward.
Steward, what about us?
What?
Impossible.
Oh no.
Did you hear that? The city. The city must not.
City must not fall. Okay. Okay. Coming to, wait, Game Pass? Oh, okay. I thought it was only going to be on Game Pass there for a second. Yeah, I already have a wish listed, so I'm good, but I gotta look through this. So, but, okay, so here's what I'm wondering. So the way they were talking, I wonder if there's going to be, because I know in one of the DLCs, I'm forgetting its name now, for Frostpunk 1, New London set up sort of like a colony to harvest steam cores from an old army warehouse. and the whole plot of the DLC was that stuff was failing, and so the colony kind of it became its own thing, and then you had the choice of either helping or just ignoring New London and stuff like that. So I wonder if that's going to be a part of this game where like a solid portion is you setting up outside colonies to like claim more land, get more resources and stuff like that. But also, what was it here? Well, I mean, for one, I wonder like how voice acted. There was a lot of talking in this trailer. I wonder like how much voice acting there is going to be in this game, because apart from like I think like the not announcer, but like hear ye, new laws passed, you know, that sort of stuff in the previous game. I don't think there really was any like voice acting at all. But oh man, look at this city. Yeah, it's much bigger than the original little crater. Okay, so there are like high-rise paths and stuff like that. I wonder. See, in the original game, you didn't really have to worry about your like citizens' travel apart from just making sure that they walked on wooden paths, because otherwise if they were trudging through the snow to get to their workplaces, they'd get like hypothermia and stuff. But as soon as like the clock struck, the workplaces would begin, you know, producing stuff. I can't help but wonder if like you're able to like build these like these raised paths over other buildings. I wonder if like citizen travel time will now be like a bigger factor in your industry and stuff, because like usually the way you'd want it was you'd kind of want all of your citizens in one area, and then you'd kind of put like, you know, basically wherever you had free space otherwise. But and then I'm obviously seeing like different colored buildings. So you have some blue here, red here. I'm guessing the red is like industrial, yellow would be more civilian, blue is obviously like science and like hospitals.
Steward. Do you hear us?
Steward.
And also I love like I don't think they'd have cars, but it's like the crowds of people and their lights just as singular lines moving through the streets. That's cool. But I am seeing a lot of wasted space here. That's annoying me. Okay, and here we see the actual building. So again, instead of like individual buildings, you're building like areas of buildings. So this is high-rise housing. So not just like a regular house, but like apartments almost. Squalor. So that's okay. So I'm guessing I guess you do want to have your areas more compartmentalized, because you're building housing next to what I'm guessing is industrial areas, but because of the smog, it's decreasing the quality of the living. Okay. Now what I'm wondering here is this little circle above the high rise. Does it go up at all?
Build us up.
No, it doesn't. Okay. So I'm wondering, is that... Because I know you, at least from the pictures they've released, it looks like you continue to upgrade your steam tower, or your generator, that was the word. You know, I'm guessing you would need to upgrade it a lot to get out to this point from where you are in the first game. But I wonder is that measuring capacity, or is that measuring like general like quality of the land here? Because so speaking of what are we looking at? So week 240, day 28, 1922. Right, yeah, this game does take place further in the future. That's another thing I remember thinking about. Because I remember at the end of the first game when it says, the year, I always thought, I thought that, hey, in the next game, are we going to have to deal with like interstate politics? Like, are we going to be able to find like other groups of survivors, like other like generator sites, or even just groups of survivors who have survived from other countries? And are we going to have to, and would we have to like somehow like work with them, or would we go to war? But no, from what I've heard, this is still very much internal politics. So what do we got here? We have, I can't tell what this first one here is, but that's obviously people. Is that oil? I think that might be oil. It looks like a drop. So wait, what am I doing? I can look at this full screen. Okay, so that's, I still don't know that, yeah, that's oil. That one's raw food. This is, it's a measure of empty housing. Okay. We got we still do use coal, I guess, yeah, for other industrial purposes and a whole bunch of other things. Weather is still a thing, but population 10,000. Wow. What was the max population you could get in Frostpunk 1? Okay, so it seems that in endurance mode, you can max out at 695. So that to 10,000. Ooh. Either they found a lot more survivors or they've been getting very busy. Which, I mean, I guess after the apocalypse, that is kind of important. So I wonder, they were talking about schools and stuff, so I guess you could also build schools. Too many mouths to feed. Steward, and again, you're not the captain anymore, you're the steward. Or is steward like in I guess what they're being so angry, I guess it could be an elected position or something, yeah. People are suffering from overpopulation, and a group of engineers have come forward with a solution. There is no need for the struggle with this issue to continue forever. We have an idea that could end it. Let us pursue it and all will benefit. Okay, that's not vague at all. Technocrats protest efficiency bounties. Okay. These are factions, I'm guessing. Oh, okay. And law proposal, equal pay. Okay, yeah, so here's the voting. Let's take a look. So law proposed, how will it compensate the workers? Equal pay. Labor is labor, and thus all will earn equally. This will eliminate discrepancies between the workers and the elites. Trust will rise slightly, but I would imagine that would make maybe your engineers and stuff less like you because they're not being compensated for their more complicated work. Undecided, 40, 49. Vote or negotiate. I'm guessing you could. I'm guessing so. Vote is push the vote through now. Negotiate is negotiate with people against the vote. Pressure delegates off. So I'm guessing if you do that, that's just sort of an automatic thing to push your side more, but that comes at the cost of whether or not you are accepted. Okay. Rejected. 38,451 required. And because of that, the people get angry and the city must not fall. That looks. The city must survive. I am excited. Do they have an official release date or anything? Actually, wait. Let me look on Steam. It just says 2024. Drat, why do you have to? Why? Now that I know what's coming, I'm so looking forward to this. So yeah, I hope you guys liked. If you did, leave a like, subscribe if you have not. And yeah, I will definitely be playing this when it comes out. Don't worry about that. Goodbye.
Whole lives, forget the comforts of home, you're a nomad. We've lost so much since we first started.